Hello and welcome back to Vintage. The 1970s were a revolutionary decade for fashion. It was an era of cultural change, social movements, and individual expression, reflected vividly through style. Fashion became a powerful form of self-expression, from the groovy look of the disco era to the laid-back bohemian vibes. Brands of the 70s embraced experimentation, breaking away from traditional styles and reflecting the rebellious, free-spirited energy of the time. This video will explore the top 10 most famous fashion brands that defined the iconic decade. 1. Yves Saint Laurent. Yves Saint Laurent, one of the most influential fashion designers of the 20th century and the 70s, marked a particularly important period for his brand. YSL revolutionized women's fashion with the introduction of iconic pieces like the Le Smoking Tuxedo suit for women in 1966, which continued to gain popularity in the 70s. He brought an androgyny into mainstream fashion and empowered women by giving them sharp, tailored masculine silhouettes. Yves Saint Laurent was also known for his ethnic-inspired designs, blending Moroccan and Russian influences with haute couture, creating vibrant, bold, and luxurious pieces that captured the essence of the 70s. 2. Halston. Roy Halston Frowick, known simply as Halston, was the embodiment of American luxury in the 70s. His minimalist yet glamorous designs captured the spirit of the disco era, making him one of the most famous designers of the decade. Halston was known for his use of ultra-sophisticated materials like silk, cashmere, and chiffon, crafting flowing gowns, kaftans, and jumpsuits. His sleek minimalist style was a favorite among the New York elite, and icons like Bianca Jagger and Liza Minnelli. Halston's effortless draped silhouettes became synonymous with Studio 45, the legendary nightclub where fashionistas and celebrities showcased his design. 3. Diane von Furstenberg. In 1974, Diane introduced the world to her signature creation, the wrap dress. This simple, figure-flattering dress quickly became a sensation, symbolizing women's liberation, independence, and power. It was both sexy and professional, making it perfect for the growing number of women entering the workforce in the 70s. The wrap dress's ease of wear, versatility, and timelessness of style made it one of the most iconic garments of the decade. Diane von Furstenberg's brand became a household name, and her wrap dress is still celebrated today as a timeless fashion staple. 4. Vivienne Westwood. Vivienne Westwood is often accredited with pioneering the punk fashion movement, which took off in the mid to late 1970s. Westwood's boutique, Sex, co-owned with Malcolm McLaren, the manager of Sex Pistols, became the epicenter of punk fashion. Her design featured torn fabrics, safety pins, provocative slogans, and bondage-inspired clothing, which became symbols of rebellion and anti-establishment ideals. While her aesthetic was considered shocking at the time, Westwood's influence on fashion culture was undeniable. Her brand has continued to be an influential force in fashion, known for pushing boundaries and challenging conventional norms. 5. Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein became a household name in the 70s thanks to his mastery of minimalism and understanding of the changing needs of consumers. Klein's clean, tailored designs, particularly his famous jeans and underwear lines, were hugely successful during the decade. His focus on simple yet sophisticated clothing resonated with both men and women who wanted practical but fashionable pieces. In 1978, he introduced designer jeans with his name emblazoned on the back pocket, and they quickly became a status symbol. Calvin Klein's brand captured the growing desire for casual yet chic clothing and has remained a dominant force in the fashion world ever since. 6. Gucci. While Gucci has been a luxury brand since its founding in 1921, the 70s saw the house expand its reach into global markets, becoming one of the most famous names in fashion. Under the leadership of Aldo Gucci, the brand's iconic double G logo became a status symbol, synonymous with luxury and sophistication. Gucci's accessories, particularly its loafers, handbags, and luggage, were highly coveted by the elite. The 1970s also saw the introduction of the brand's famous Flora scarf, which became a symbol of femininity and glamour. By the end of the decade, Gucci had solidified its place as one of the most prestigious fashion houses in the world. 7. Biba. Biba was a London-based fashion brand that captured the essence of the 1970s youth culture. Founded by Barbara Holonicki, Biba started as a mail-order business before becoming a fashion empire with its flagship store in Kensington. Biba's designs were affordable yet glamorous, appealing to young women who wanted to experiment with bold, eclectic styles. The brand's oversized, slouchy silhouettes, maxi dresses, and wide-brimmed hats reflected the bohemian chic that was popular at the time. Biba's glamorous yet accessible approach made it a cultural phenomenon, often considered one of the most important fashion brands of 1970s Britain. 8. Pierre Cardin. Pierre Cardin was a visionary designer whose futuristic avant-garde creations made him a leading figure in 1970s fashion. Known for his space-age designs and geometric shapes, Cardin pushed the boundaries of traditional fashion. He embraced bold colors, unusual materials like vinyl and metallic fabrics, and unisex clothing, which challenged the conventions of the time. Pierre Cardin also capitalized on his fame by licensing his name for various products, from sunglasses to home decor, making his brand one of the most recognizable globally. His futuristic designs of the era captured fascination with technology and innovation, while also influencing the decade's fashion aesthetics. 9. Missoni. The 1970s saw Italian fashion brand Missoni rise to international fame, largely thanks to its distinctive use of colors and patterns. Founded by Ottavio and Rosita Missoni, the brand became known for its vibrant zigzag patterned knitwear. Missoni's designs were unique, blending bold hues with intricate textures, and they quickly became a favorite among fashion-forward individuals who wanted to stand out. The relaxed bohemian feel of Missoni's clothing fit perfectly with the 1970s laid-back vibe. Today, Missoni is still renowned for its striking knitwear and continues to be a major player in the world of luxury fashion. 10. Oscar de la Renta. Oscar de la Renta was one of the most respected designers of the 70s, known for his elegant and feminine evening wear. His designs were a favorite among the social elite and first ladies, including Jacqueline Kennedy and Nancy Reagan. De la Renta's clothing embodied a sense of timeless glamour, featuring luxurious fabrics, intricate embroidery, and flattering silhouettes. His ability to blend modern trends with classic elegance set him apart, and his brands became synonymous with red carpet-worthy gowns and sophisticated style. Throughout the 1970s, Oscar de la Renta established himself as a leading force in high fashion, a reputation that has endured for decades. The 1970s were a decade of immense creativity and change in the fashion industry. The cultural shifts of the time, whether from the rise of feminism, punk rock, or the disco era, were reflected in the designs of the iconic brands. From Yves Saint Laurent's empowering tuxedos for women to Vivienne Westwood's rebellious punk styles, fashion in the 1970s was about breaking boundaries and embracing individuality. These 10 brands not only captured the spirit of the decade, but also shaped the future of fashion, leaving a lasting impact that continues to influence designers today.